Welcome to the DoubleACS Daily News for April 21st, 2016. The Bristol County Coalition for Suicide Prevention was founded earlier this year to address an increase in suicides within the county and to be a resource for those impacted by suicide. They held their first meeting last week at the Attleboro Public Library. To learn more, we spoke with member Tracey Medeires.
I'm part of the Bristol County Regional Coalition, and we're coming down here to Attleboro to help raise awareness and bring awareness to Attleboro and help Attleboro start their coalition and get them going on their feet so we can start to bring our programs, our Re-Energize and Reconnect, out to Attleboro and bring some hope to this city.
I think the best approach if you suspect someone close to you or a coworker is thinking of harming themselves is to be very direct, to show care and support, but don't beat around the bush. Come right out and ask them point blank, are we talking about suicide? Do you have a plan? When are you thinking of doing this? As opposed to the easy, are you okay question that we feel is easy to ask and easy to answer. So it's not easy to talk about suicide, but it's much, much better if you come right out and ask, are we talking about suicide here? I'm concerned about you. I'm worried that you're going to hurt yourself, and be very blunt and very direct with your questioning.
Every situation is different, and with my situation, I couldn't turn to my family. My family really wasn't there for me. I tried to go to the people I was closest to, which was my mother and father, and they blamed me. They wanted to know what I did, but that's not uncommon, especially when I told them that, that was back in the 70s. But for today, parents shouldn't be afraid. If their kid comes to them and they're thinking about suicide and they have depression, and they should be right there willing to help them out.
A lot of people are concerned. They hesitate to ask someone if they do, if they are talking about suicide, because they fall back on what if I'm wrong? And the question really to ask is, what if you're right? How dreadful would it be if you didn't ask because you were afraid that you were going to ask the wrong question? What would that do to your relationship? But just think on the other side, what if you were right and you asked that question and it saved a life? What would that do to your relationship?
It's all about retraining your thoughts, your mind on where to go and what to do, what to say. It's how you think about things. Sometimes when I meditate, I use a safe place. Like if I feel scared and anxious, I want to go to a safe place. I'll close my eyes, and my safe place is on a sailing boat. And I'll go through all the steps. I'm on my boat. I'm driving my sailing boat. I feel the wind. Can smell the ocean. It's all that stuff, and I listen to music. I like to color a lot. That is an excellent coping skill to use, is coloring, or any kind of crafting.
For suicide loss survivors, there are support programs that will be happening in local towns. I know there's one already established in Fall River. There's one in New Bedford that is happening, and there's one in Taunton. There will be a support program for suicide loss survivors coming soon to Attleboro.
This was an awesome turnout. I appreciate everybody, for coming out and listening and wanting to get involved in the Attleboro Coalition.
That's it for today's update. For DoubleACS News, I'm Austin Ricketts.